Okay, one more little story that I want to add on for the whole, fat women drinking beer and such. Tattoos. Tattoos are interesting because a very long time ago, tattoos were tribal, and tattoos meant you belonged to a clan or a family. In America, not today. A tattoo is belonged to about 85 to 90% of a white girl in her 20s or 30s. How did this happen? Well, I think a couple of things why it happened. One, a tattoo represents authenticity. In an age that is postmodern, ironic, and eclectic, there is no authenticity. By having a tattoo, you mean something to some objective, ideology, person, language. That you really mean what you say by getting a tattoo on your skin. It is literally your profile. Another thing why tattoos are popular is also because one becomes a true adult. It's usually assumed that men get tattoos to show how strong they are. But let's just say that you're a guy with a six-pack, you're literally Jay Cutler or Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't really need tattoos because you got a six-pack and you're so jacked out, right? What if you're just slim and you're like some emo e-boy, right? You get a flower tattoo, you get some cool tats. Now it makes you look like you are that Jay Cutler and Arnold Schwarzenegger because tattoos are related to criminal and violent behavior. So I guess by confusing normative people, a muscular person must be strong and can kick anyone's ass, right? Well, could you say the same logic about someone who has tattoos? So again, tattoos are also the containment of violence. Because we have no discussion on violence, the right to passage to being masculine means one must be violent. Now, when a woman gets a tattoo, it means that she's highly promiscuous. Why is that? Because strong, violent men must adore women who also have tattoos, and therefore that association makes them desired sluts. Again, tattoos also bring up reminders of youth, of young and innocence, that your body is a canvas, that cartoons can be drawn of your body, that anime girls and ironic tattoos of the sorts, that you only got a tattoo not just that it means something, but because it's funny. It's often said in Christian land or stuff white people like, whites can only get tattoos in black ink. If you do get a tattoo in 3 different colors or 2 different colors, you're obviously the wrong type of white person who voted for Donald Trump and works the night shift. But anyway, tattoos, especially black ink tattoos, are a requirement for white people because in a way it shows their playfulness. Not just adulthood and not just the containment of violence, but they are authentically belong to a gentrified generation representing the avatar of a voice of that they're in control, that they are the centralized, they are a centralized identity with the freedom to choose. This is the embodiment of neoliberal individualism. Tattoos also bring up the nature of someone dying. And now why did I change from youthfulness to death? Well, a tattoo is also a scar, a mark. You simply can't get rid of the tattoo the next day. You got to get laser surgery to get the goofy, violent Garfield or Antifa tat off your arm. So what does that imply? It implies that the person's also guilty. And so there's something that's disturbing about the nature of tattoos, and this goes with the criminal and violent behavior. If you do have a tattoo, it could be said the same tattoo as if you were going to the gas chambers of Auschwitz, that Jews at Auschwitz would get tattoos of what cell number they are. And then when they survived and they got to Israel, they would show the Nazi scar they did on their body and how they regret the tattoo actually. And they would get laser surgery to remove it off. But the Jews insist on keeping the Auschwitz tattoo on their body to show other Jews and people, look how the Nazis done me wrong. Tattoos also represent the decay of the body, and it represents this kind of guilt behavior. And it also rewards risk-taking, and as well as telling other people, again, with violence, my decay. And so definitely this person, it's definitely some kind of insecurity to make the person feel like they're in control of their punk rock narrative of sorts, that they are a free spirit, and whatever they've done, they must be that protagonist Arnold Schwarzenegger to an anime nobody is watching in this bizarre punk rock zeitgeist they're thinking about. It's all distorted and bad from neoliberal capitalism for sure. It's also interesting that just like doing drugs, like getting drugs from a dealer, or doing drugs like snorting cocaine, there's also a fascination of getting a tattoo, that you're in the tattoo parlor. Whether this is a jailhouse tattoo at a bar in the middle of the night or at a professional tattoo place, there is this excitement of the needle penetrating your skin, that it's exciting to get a tattoo. And most tattoo addicts, like Machine Gun Kelly, begin with one or two few ink tattoos. And then it grows more and more because there's this excitement to getting new tattoos on your body and showing your friends. And then all of a sudden, you're getting tattoos on your face. You're getting tattoos on your left butt cheek. And then the tattoos keep growing. And then suddenly, so you're just a canvas of tattoos. And so there's, just like with drugs, and just like the first time young people have sex, there's this excitement that if you don't have tattoos on your body, you must be a tattoo virgin. This is the same way gay people think about seducing boys in the club, that if they anally rape them first, they can turn them gay. Well, tattoos work the same way as well, that once you get a tattoo, you'll always be coming back for more tattoos. And there's this addiction, this romance, this love of tattoo, in a tattoo guilt. What I really want to say is that fat white women and damaged people are usually the culprits of tattoos. But mostly now, tattoos are becoming the unguided uniform of middle-class people. We are now going to see a generation of Karens in 2040 who literally had the most goofy fucking black ink tattoos you'll ever see. Why did they get it? Well, I guess they were a flower child of the 20-teens, right? When they were fighting for social justice and voting for Hillary Clinton, right? So much of that has gentrification values to it. It's a little different to say, and you know, it's like fat women often get tattoos to cover up how fat they are. They want to say, don't mess with me. I'm a fat who sucks a lot of dick. All right, is that something to take pride in? Of course not. We know that they're sluts and irredeemable murderers and people and criminals. And so the fat white woman is not getting the Jay Cutler or Arnold Schwarzenegger anytime soon because they see through this fakery that's happening too. But again, tattoos are also a way of women not dealing with their PTSD traumas, and often a good way to flirt or game with women is ask what's the meaning of that tattoo and feel the tattoo in order to stimulate them. But again, it's going to be really difficult to get along with this future generation of half the population being tattoos out of subcultural, cute, consumer capitalist reasons. Oh, and another thing why I don't like it all at all is because tattoos objectify people. Tattoos show that you're nothing more than a sex ragdoll toilet. And that by having a tattoo, you're holding up a billboard that says, fuck me, and don't treat me like a human being, which I'm also very concerned about as well. This is Pilleater, and I recorded this on July 22nd, 2021.